The Top Technology 100 Awards are an award for innovation and technology that's been going now since 1991. We were first part of it in 2006, where we qualified, and from our perspective, qualifying was a huge compliment in the first place. So we then were part of it again in 2007, and that year we actually won for the innovation in management of people. And since then, we have won for sustainability. So it's really around continual innovation as opposed to just having one great idea, marketing in that, and then falling flat. So what they're recognizing Accsys for at the moment is really around every single time we are part of it, we have got something new to put on the table. So that's really what it is for. But the kind of companies that are being awarded at the TT100s are hugely diverse. So you're looking at companies like Bell Equipment, companies that are doing computer and IT for children. There are pharmaceutical innovators. So it's not, although we sort of tend to see it as an IT thing, we are very typically looking at companies across all the different spectra of business in South Africa. Although they call it the Technology Top 100, to qualify is quite a compliment, and the number of qualifiers are dropping. This year was only 59, although they had the highest number of entrants in the 21 years of the companies of the awards history. So we are hugely complimented to have been in the finals again. We were finalists in 3 categories, and we won in a 4th category, which was the innovation sustainability again. You're invited to participate, so it's not just about applying, you do get invited. I think some people might just apply, I'm not quite sure how that works, but we've been invited each time. And what happens then is that you get a very brief questionnaire which you submit, and then they decide whether you should be able to continue to the next phase. Phase 2 is filling in a very detailed questionnaire which goes on for, I think, about 30 pages. It's a huge amount of information you put in. And then once again, from that questionnaire, they decide who can go to the live interviews. And the live interviews are a minimum of 2 hours with a panel of experts in innovation, there's legal expertise, there's engineering companies and so on. So it's quite a substantial process that you go through, and then you get to whether you qualify or not. And the next phase is the adjudicators sit down together and decide which companies are finalists and which are the winners. And the list of adjudicators is pretty prestigious. When you go into an award like this, they have a very, very structured approach, which they call the TIPS model, which is technology, innovation, people and systems. And we were finalists in 3 of those. But when you look at that, what you learn from getting involved in an award system like this is that there are things that they ask us which we've never even thought of. And what we want to do, and using that TIPS model again, is look at our business very carefully and say, what are the areas where we can really improve, and why weren't we part of the innovation one? Because in the past we have actually been a finalist in innovation. So we really need to look all the time at our business and say, when you look from the outside in, are we doing all the right things? And are those right things enabling us to grow more effectively? Because that's what it comes down to in the end, is a business has to be more successful and more profitable to even be part of this, because it's one of the things that the TT100 Awards looks at very seriously. It's also around growth. You can't stagnate and be an award winner in the Top Technology 100. So very key for us is that we have learnt again more about our business, and we will refocus on areas where we believe we could improve. So it helps us to fine-tune what we're doing, but always keeping it at front of mind. What is our business strategy? What are our objectives for the year? What do we need to achieve? So that's what we're looking for all the time. When we looked more into it and listening to Professor Roy Marcus and Minister Hanekom talking about the TT100s, it really became very clear to us, and looking at the data that they put out, that what they're trying to get to with these awards is the story behind the story, and it's a statement that they use. So it's about businesses from emerging enterprises all the way up to huge corporates who are taking their people seriously, are creating new opportunities to heart, and are running businesses where the focus is on growth through innovation, through new technology, through general innovation as well as specific innovation. But it's also about running your business in an innovative way. It's not simply around always having a great and innovative idea. It's about using day-to-day things in a creative and innovative way. And that's why we are so delighted and proud to have been part of the TT100s this year again.